Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Uh, I'm back. I say good evening. It's late afternoon. Um, but I'm going to play a game called Tower of Time, which actually steep discount. I've not actually played any of it. In fact, it's going to be the first time for um, but we're going to go ahead and get into it because um,
I will tell you my story, our story. What is the reason, you ask? The story needs to be told, and if there is no one left to tell it, its meaning will be lost. Why now, you ask, when all lies shattered around us? Yes, you are right. But we are at the end of times, and when something ends, something else begins. So my story might yet live on in this world. They gave me different names. They called me the hero, the one who sacrificed everything to save the people and the land. They called me the destroyer, who betrayed the trust of all races and brought the end of times. I am both, and I am neither. I want you to hear me, see through my eyes, understand the reasons for the things I have done. And before I pass from this world, I need to be judged. I need you to judge me.
okay, that's not right. Hmm. No. Tell you what, let's see if I can do the capture method. That will do. We'll see if that actually gets it better. I hate doing capture all the time. We will do natural, and we will do. We're gonna do easy mode. We don't want to do full on story, but we don't want to.
Our land is dying. and we are dying with it. This was not always the case. Artara was once a place of wonder and beauty. The 5 races thrived in peace and harmony. Then, long ago, something happened. A cataclysm of unimaginable proportions. Something so disastrous, we don't even have a name for it. For when it destroyed our civilization, it took with it all knowledge of history. The past is now lost to us. Our future is uncertain. We are left trapped in a bleak and dismal present. The land itself is our enemy now. The weather extreme and unpredictable. Droughts persist for several weeks, followed by floods that wash everything away. Yet our gravest problem is the lack of sunlight. Storm clouds shroud our world in everlasting twilight. Without the sun, we are unable to grow food, and so we struggle to survive this dark world, a seemingly hopeless battle. I look back now to when I was a young boy, living on the fringe of the human domain. While hunting for food, I stumbled upon ruins uncovered by a recent earthquake. A bad omen, normally avoided. But this time, something drew me in.
Beginning 25 years ago. The entire morning passed without a sign of a single rabbit. Rarely was hunting so bad in the woods surrounding the village. It felt as if something unnatural lingered in the air. A frightening thought that sent a shiver down your spine as you slowed your pace, and gazed through the trees to a scene of total devastation. The forest laid before you, sun-dried, littered with jagged rocks and vast chasms. The aftermath of the earthquake 3 days past, pushing back the impulse to flee home, you moved closer. Adults tell stories of the world, regurgitating treasures from long ago. Just a look into yourself, your curiosity shortly rewarded by the sight of a large fissure emitting a dazzling blue light. Against your better judgment, you squeezed through the gap, leaving the world you've always known. What's this place? It looks like a different world. Perhaps I should turn back. The elders are very strict about all the old stuff. If you come across anything strange that belongs to the old times, don't touch it, don't press any buttons, don't take any crystals. Come back and tell an adult immediately. They're scared of their own shadows. It can't hurt to look around. Famous last words. Okay, so this is mainly the mouse. What's over here? Anything? I think we're clearly meant. Gardens of Sorrow, 3 miles. Holden, 9 miles. Oswick Bridge, 14 miles. These names mean nothing. So these are all As you approach the statue, its eyes flicker with life, and it's welcome to the sanctum of the first Magus. Please state your business. I just want to look around. I first Magus awaits you, Ambassador Constable, representative of the king under the mountain. Who? What? Wait a second. I'm just a boy from the village. I was taking a look around. Then there was the Sanctum of the Guardians have been alerted. They will escort you to the administrative captain. Please do not be alarmed. Maybe I'll just go back the way I came. Please stay where you are and do not be alarmed. The Sanctum Guardians will escort you to the administrative captain. Resistance is not advised. You wait apprehensively for a moment, but nothing happens. Out of luck. There we go. Below you is a large throne lined with immense luminescent crystal. As you peer over the edge and focus your attention to one of the larger crystals, a faint voice calls out. Here is the gatekeeper, and here is the gatekeeper that turns the mask. Have courage. Your destiny beckons. Hopefully you guys thought that sounded okay. Come to me, the time is nigh. A powerful desire to leap off the edge of this place to the throne washes over you. Sweat breaks across your brow and you force yourself back. Step by step, the voice vanishes as the irresistible urge to reach the throne remains. Look around for a safe way down. I'm gonna guess we go here. Oh yeah. By the way, isn't this beautiful? I gotta say, this surrounding is kind of breathtaking. Look, a boy approaches. Another human after all this time, but a mere child. He doesn't look to have the skill found to survive this place. And yet, he has come this far. Perhaps he's ready. Ready for what? This is all premature. He must develop his power, or the desire, else others will manipulate him. Yes, I sense. Are you capable, boy? Do you know magic? Magic? No, of course not. I'm just a hunter. A hunter? But of what? I wonder. Tell us. Do you always know where to aim your bow, even with your eyes shut? Enough, leave him be. He doesn't understand. Besides, he poses no threat yet. Yes, let him pass. Let him see for himself. Very well. Go ahead, boy. Embrace your fate. boy? How? You are still a child, and yet you heard my call? How can this be? Tell me. I don't know. Please, let me go. I'm just scared. I want to go home. Crud. I skipped one. You are inexperienced. Your ability is undeveloped, but there is no mistake. Such demeanor, feral, raw power, and indisputable match. I don't understand. There's much to explain, but I have, and where I have the will, I do not possess the time. I grow weaker by the moment. It took all my strength to raise the tower again, and I must rest for now. In time you will forget this place. You will grow strong and skillful and find a position in your world. For this, before I release you, I must entrust in you an insatiable desire to return. I feel strange. What are you doing to me? For some day, many days from now, you will return to this tower, seek me in its depths, and on that day, when my power is recovered, we will talk again. Please, let me go. Forgive me, my boy. You will come to understand. I promise. The memory of this meeting will vanish from your mind. Once you leave this place, but you will return as surely as a seedling reaches for the sun. Go now, run. This place is not safe for a child, even you. Learn thyself, give thyself to the world as I have. Return when you are ready.
Descending the stairs led me to a crystal throne which glittered with swirling light. I felt strangely compelled to approach and sit. As I took my place upon it, a sudden torrent of light enveloped me. The illumination overwhelmed my senses. I grew nauseous and weak, but before I lost consciousness, the throne ejected me to the floor. I fled and told no one what happened, for fear of being deemed tainted and banished from the village, for this was the way of my people. I tried to forget the experience, to convince myself it was my overactive imagination. But the visions that followed said otherwise. Every night, the nightmares came. Their torment highlighted my confusion, as each morning I remembered little, fragmented images, words which made no sense, nothing more. I would have thought myself mad, if not for the strange, incomprehensible symbols I often drew in the sand. Proof that forces beyond my understanding were at work. People in my vicinity kept their distance, and I think they feared me. Over time, they learned to tolerate my unusual nature. But I was always alone, left to brood and ponder my strange fate. One winter, it all came flooding back to me. I realized the crystal throne sat not at the bottom of some ancient ruins, but at the top of a construction incomprehensible in scale. That the ruins were not ruins of some lost city or ancient castle, but a single massive tower buried deep within the earth. And buried upside down. Some unexplainable force had lifted the construction into the sky, rotated it, and driven it into the ground. In that moment of clarity, I knew one thing above all others. I had to go back to that place, for the power within was the one thing that could save Artara. Years later, I found myself a commander in the last human kingdom's militia. The king, a just man and good friend, granted me a favor for my years of loyal service. I had but one request, a small force of men and resources to return to the village of my birth and explore the tower. Preoccupied by an eroding empire, the king held little interest in ancient ruins and towers. He did, however, see the reclaiming of a long-abandoned village on the border of an ever-shrinking kingdom as a boost to the people's morale. He gave me what I requested, and his blessing. So here I am, returning to the very place which has haunted me my entire life. It is a desolate place now. Time has not been kind to my village. Most of it has rotted or been washed away. Yet the tower remains just as I remember it. I am in awe of the power within, and perhaps fearful. The men and I are setting up the camp in the village, while Cain and Maiev, two of my most capable warriors, will scout the tower. Once again, I feel its call. We must uncover its secrets. We must find a way to reach the power within. If we fail, it will be the end of us.
Kinda sounds like this is one that's meant to be played and either won or lost. At long last, just as impressive as I remember. I have never seen anything like this. Such green and healthy looking plants. Whether natural or enchanted, something about this soil produces abundant life. The key to our salvation. Whoever returns with the secret, King of Artura or Queen. Is this the secret we've come for, my lord? New crops? I don't think so. No. There must be something else here. Where there is one secret, there may be others. The potential here could be limitless. If you seek to uncover the secrets of this place, then we will do so. Maeve and I will scout the area before we proceed. No need for unnecessary. Well appreciated. Your concern is unwarranted, my old friend. After all, I survived this place as a child. But you're no longer a child, my lord. You are our commander, and we swore an oath to protect you. There may be outlaws and scoundrels are of no. I'm well aware my lord's a skilled fighter, but this is a matter for regulation, and duty. Okay? I shouldn't have to remind you of that. The commander's primary task is to command. Ours is to obey. And in this instance, assure his welfare. Maeve is right, of course. We cannot afford to lose you to some unforeseen danger or a long forgotten trap. Allow us to clear the way and provide safe passage. At your discretion, old friend, but be careful. I recall an unease about this strange mechanisms and statues, stone and metal, something about the crystals. It's difficult to recall. The more I try to remember, the less clear it becomes, as if some will beyond my own words is against me. I will return to my village now. Call for me once the way is clear, as you command me, Lord. Normally, I would allow the lady to go first, but my duty calls for the strongest arm and the keenest combat sense to lead. Get behind me and stay close. This is gonna be a long journey. Did you already forget what happened last time you kept calling me that? So tell me more about me, Lord. You've known him longer than I. Oh, we're playing as a duo now. Well, for one, he wasn't always highborn. He earned the king's respect and his position through service and skill. I had been in the king's guard for just over 5 years when he first joined. A formidable fighter and a quick learner, he showed immediate potential but often had his odd and distant look in his eyes. So odd, to tell you the truth. It spooked most of the other men. And what of this tower? Does he truly seek a way to heal the land, or are we on a fool's errand? When you have spilled blood on the battlefield, with a man, you know his mantle, Maeve. I don't know what awaits us here, but I can tell you whatever he is seeking in this place, he believes it will help us all. That's good enough for me. By the spirits, what's this? The water is so clear you can see straight through it. That's not normal? It tastes sweet too. The merchants back in the city would pay a week's wages for a pitcher of this. Look below. Have you ever seen fruit trees like that? If a merchant would pay a week's wages for a pitcher of that water, Imagine what they'd give. I imagine they'd give half their wealth for one of these things. Not exact wording. Careful, eating strange fruit can have unexpected consequences. You didn't have any second thoughts about drinking water there. Take a bite. They're amazing. I'll take your word for it. At least one of us will have be clear-headed. They turn out to be poisonous. Ancient scroll. I have traversed this vast cavern 5 times over and know now that there is only one way out. What have they done? Where are all the people? I was sitting with the quartermaster, praising the gods for the fine being for the fine price being offered for my crops. The next, everything was dark. I awoke. Who knows how long to find the Elena, and I know I will never see the little valley again. I kept the seeds from our plum trees and I have planted them in a good spot with plenty of water. I planted 3, one for you and one for each of the children. Oh, these are death trees. Somebody died. Looks like you were right. High courtier, outlaws up ahead. Is not right, they're just standing there. One way or another, we've got to get them. Get behind me. Let's cane and move closer. Torchlight reveals the fleshless soldiers of the long dead. Those are no outlaws, they are greats. By the great spirits, what are they? Looks like they're liches. And we fight.
May the light guide your path.
Start the battle. Next. We know the
All right.
basics.
Your wish is my command. All right. Moving into position.
Yes.
Ready to serve, my lord. All right. Acknowledged. Will do. Affirmative.
Yes. Of course.
My blade is yours to command. Acknowledged.
Yes. Consider it done.
Victory.
All right.
If I had seen them with my own eyes, if I had not seen them with my own eyes and fought them with my own heads, it had risen from the ground. What evil is such undying determination. Look there, the severed arm still twitches, intent on continuing the fight. Glad they fell easily enough to the blade and arrow. Perhaps we were just lucky. Next time, withdraw further back. Your bow is of no use on the front line. Your presence distracts me from the battle. We've just dispatched the living dead and you lecture me over tactics, really? Cain, sometimes take your duty and rank too far. After all, you thought they were ordinary outlaws and led us right into them. Ha! Alive or dead, they were no match for my skill with the blade. Kid, she saved your butt. Be thankful. Whatever you say, Cain. Arguing with you is like talking to a stone wall. Should we go back and tell my lord about this? Not yet. We have a continued duty. See what lies ahead. Equip an item, press an icon, and read the access story. Blah blah blah. Okay, we have let's see how he does with the blade or the freaking hammer. A strange mechanism stands before the party, and there are some letters engraved on the pedestal that read Garden. On the other side of the engraving, barely visible, this teleporter was commissioned by Baracus, master craftsman in the year 42 of the BTH era. The teleporter? What did it teleport and where? Perhaps it is, as the old tales say, that the ancients over a large distance, blink of an eye. Maybe so, but this one doesn't seem to be working, which is fine by me. I prefer to rely on my own legs, get where I need to go. The idea of disappearing and reappearing doesn't really sit well with me. I guarantee you, I don't recognize any of these places. There's no way this cavern can be 14 miles wide. This place must have been on the surface at some point. Curious, so much of human history has been lost. Maybe this place will tell us of events that brought our world to ruin. Reliving the past will bring nothing but grief. We must look to the future to survive. If any man can see it, then I trust that man will be our Lord. If this place is indeed a place of power, the only question that matters is how will this power be used? I hope the Lord's intention and our own actions by sworn loyalty will be honorable ones. Are we gonna get to choose? This is gonna be interesting. Not only this, only the spirits are all knowing, Maeve. all the rest of us can do is live each day with duty and honor and cling tight to our ideals no matter what the day brings. I agree with Kane on this front. And see, I believe this is the exact place. So I'm gonna mark this because there was a fork in the road that I didn't see. And I want to see what's on this side. Weary this world can be, many the hour and that men's minds do pour, so lay hands on Malpusia's feet and be regaled with tales of yore. Is this some kind of game? Why do these statues tell silly poems? Maybe it's just the ancient manner of writing, or maybe the locks are opened by spoken command. Each of these statues, secret treasure, could be a secret treasure. Let me give it a try. Who knows? Second, hey, tell us the tale. Spake the great spirits. I must be losing my mind. You hear that? I did. What is this thing? Place your hands on it. If you want, I'm not touching that thing again. The fat from the hog roasting over the fire, sizzled and spat merrily. Spake the first man, hey, tell us the tale, that our minds might be distracted from our grunting belly. Spake the second, aye, tell us the tales. Spake the third, aye, tell. I'll tell ye the tale. It was a dark winding night. It was a dark and windy night. The three men were surrounded the campfire skies, patiently eating their suppers. And the wind whipped in the flames, and the fat hog roasting on the fire sizzled and spat merrily. Spake the first man, hey, tell us the tale, that our minds may be distracted. Okay, this is just repeated nonsense. Literally, it repeats over and over. The statue is clearly different from the others, carrying the burden on his back. It is as if he were going somewhere. The gate is locked and you see no lock of any kind. So there's no way to open them. Big brother, little brother. Big brother, little brother. Okay.
Ready to serve, my lord. Will do. Acknowledged. Will do.
I never miss. On my way. Going. On my way. Going.
Sire, acknowledged. Affirmative. Your wish is my command. All right. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Your wish is my command. Affirmative. All right.
Right between the eyes.
Ready to serve, my lord.
I never miss. Coming. All right. On my way. All right. Of course. All right. Of course.
Okay, that's gonna have load the last save. And I'm gonna just about face there because we've done what we shouldn't have done, and I should have just traveled through the. There's something there that we could fight, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm literally gonna go. It's clear that we're going exactly where we were supposed to go, exactly where we were the first time. The Sanctum of the Guardians have been alerted. They will escort you to the administrative captain. Please do not be alarmed. Do not resist. Another talking statue. What is this place? What is a Sanctum Guardian? I do not know, but it sounds dangerous. I just hope that whatever it is long gone from this place. Meh, I have heard men twice I bested men twice my size and twice as. I doubt this place any more than challenging to face me. Okay, you were both killed. Just look here, a throne forged of pure crystal. This must be what my lord was seeking. Architecture on words. I agree. Those windows glow with a golden light. Yet it must be far past dusk in the world outside to feel that. My skin is trembling. I think it's those I feel it too. Let's look for a way down. Okay, unbelievable. Look at that creature. It is forged of some kind of stone or crystal. He never mentioned meaning these things all those years. Perhaps it's one of those Sanctum Guardians. I don't like the look of it. Let's find another way around. There is no time for sneaking shadows. We're on official business. Face my. Very good. Courage. Okay. Suddenly raising and or not what this, right? Won't let us pass. Don't. Much damage. Hit on my bird. Less talking, more shattering. I'm right behind you. Pictorial tactics this time.
How may I help you? All right.
Unleash hell. Coming.
Sire?
Consider it done. Coming.
My blade is yours to command. Your wish is my command. Moving into position.
Yes. Going.
At your service. Will do.